Thanks for watching my review for the Chronicles of Narnia Prince Caspian. Now this entry to the Chronicles of Narnia franchise is bigger, louder, more violent, a lot darker, and sadly weaker. This one stars our four little heroes once again. Now they return to Narnia to see that Aslan is nowhere in sight, but they do find Prince Caspian. Some of his name is like Ben Barnes in real life or something like that. The Orlando Bloom-like heartthrob that girls will be drooling over, and the guys will be wondering where he gets his haircut. He's a pretty good character here. Too bad our four little heroes have lost their personalities. Now there is a lot of talk about them being a lot older. In the first one they show that they lived there a long time and they go back. Apparently they remember that and they're still old. But that doesn't mean they have to act like it. And you're probably wondering, what are they supposed to act like, young again? Well, yeah, maybe they could have kept it a secret or something. Maybe it could be a plot hole. Because it took away about a lot of stuff from this movie. There's a moment in this movie was a little romantic spark between Susan and Prince Caspian, and Edmund makes a crack out of it. It was really funny. That's about the only thing like that in this entire movie. I think they tried to make it a little too dark. With the violence, it's fine, but it got kind of boring because there was just really no, outside of the action, there was really nothing to keep you interested because it was just dull. And I did like the action, but why can't you rate it PG-13? Disney has proven that they can do PG-13 with the great pirate series. This one, dealing with so much with swords, it was like 5 feet away, and the guy goes, ugh. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End might be one of the most violent PG-13 movies I've ever seen. It kind of proves that Disney is not afraid to do that. I guess with Chronicles of Narnia being a good-spirited Christian book series, I guess they can't do that, but I think that took a little bit out of this movie too. I would say that it's a solid sequel, but one thing that really made me mad about it is even the story itself kind of ruined some parts. This isn't a spoiler because it didn't affect the movie. You know, it's not spoiling anything. But in the trailer, you see the White Witch is frozen, right? They're about to bring her back. You know, that's probably the best part of this entire movie. Really exciting. It's going to add a lot to this movie. She's going to come back. Maybe she'll betray them, whatever. No, Edmund breaks the glass, and then the scene's just pointless. It doesn't affect the story at all. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? And the movie also lacks a lot of drama and, like, between the actors, you know, they do have chemistry. They proved that in the first movie, but there's this one scene where it starts to get dramatic, where Peter's about to go and haul butt, and then he's about to say something to Edmund, and Edmund goes, save it for later. Yeah, they're trying to be funny now, and they just ruin, like, the only dramatic scene. Finally get some heart in there, and they try to be funny. This little mouse with a sword was really the only comic relief in there, and I didn't really find it all that funny in the theater. I didn't seem to buy it either. Aslan's not in it as much, which I don't really care. But I did expect like more of Narnia in this movie. Mainly all it is that like one Stonehenge spot, the ruins they show in the trailer. You're probably wondering why I'm being so hard on this movie. Check my 10 most anticipated movies of the summer, and it was my number 3. The first one definitely like isn't one of my favorite movies of all time, but I did really like it. I would say that this one is a lot better. But I don't really want to call this one a disappointment, because some spots are really good, and some parts did lack a lot. But I would say it's worth saying. I think it's going to have a lot of mixed reviews. So overall, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Please subscribe.